I've been thinking about this topic for a while, and I think that trading is a trade for the future, and I will share my thoughts on algos and AI in trading. Well, I think that we're in the era of AI. I think everybody is focusing on AI. At least the big money is flowing to AI and whatever floats around this topic. And even though this is a good thing and it's a technological progress, as you would imagine, it's just a normal step for humanity. I think that there are also a lot of edges that will be diluted because of the progression in IT. I think that I will start with the fact that trading is a trade of the future just because of the fact that the job market is getting diluted so fast and so hard that I think that a lot of people will find that their resources will work hand in hand with trading or something around that topic, right? Because I think that trading has been a trade ever since forever. If you think about it, even in ancient Greek or Egypt, even though it wasn't trading, you would still trade. I don't know. Meat for eggs or whatever you would think of, right? You would just have an animal at your place, and maybe at Christmas you would sacrifice it in order to eat, and at the end of the day you would still have its fur, and you would probably trade it for some other intangibles that you would need around the house. So trading has been here for pretty much forever, and I think it's going to stay here, and I think now at this point it's more relevant than ever. Okay. um, I also think that there is a craze around the 20s right now. Ever since 2020, 2015, I think it's been harder and harder noticeable, and I think it's getting easy to spot the fact that everybody is trending towards algos, and I think everybody is I'll just put this in perspective. I think everybody is more let's say everybody is easier to go around the fact that you would make 5% a year with your algo, or maybe 10% or whatever, rather than putting your money in an index or just trading in of itself, just because a lot of people can't sustain their drawdowns, can't trade with small win rates, can't maybe they think that they are missing something out if they don't have an algo running, and so on. And I think that this algo business has been here for a lot of time. If you are reading trading books, and if you are actually understanding the history of trading and how it started, and the digital trading ever since the 80s and so on, you would understand that these algos, or the systematic trading back then, it was used via computers ever since the 80s. And then I think that now we're close to 40 to 50 years where quants and so on are using algos, and every big firm is using algos. And I think that this edge is being diluted. I think that algos will lose their relevance sooner than later, just because of the fact that everybody is getting on board with this idea. And I think that the big companies, the big trading companies, hedge funds, and so on, will still have a big edge with these algos, because they have the money that they can back these projects with, right? They can make it so that if an algo doesn't work, they can have another 10 people researching on it, or 20 people, and perfecting it and putting money into it, so that it will actually give an output that is better than the market, and that outperforms the usual indexes, right? And I think this will still be an edge, but it will not be an edge anymore for the people that are looking for a shortcut, that are the people that are looking for fast money, not fast money, but regular money without having too much stress and too much focus on the market. I think that AI will dilute everything in our world that we know today. I think that we have to combat AI and the progression of the world with something more intuitive. And let me explain what I mean by this. I think that AI will make everybody use it, and I think it's going to be easy to use it. It's easy right now, but it's going to be and get easier and easier, and I think everybody will get on board with AI, and it's getting more and more mainstream, and it's getting a lot of traction. It looks kind of like 2000 in the 2000s, the dot-com bubble, where everybody was getting in this internet era, way after the actual internet was actually implemented in around 1989, right? And so I think it's something that I am actively keeping in mind, the fact that everybody is getting on board with AI, everybody is getting, and think about this, the fact that it took around 10 years for the internet to go to the masses. It was also because the world itself was not as advanced as it is now. As we're advancing in technology and so on, you have to think about this, the fact that the more we advance our society, and the fact that we're advancing our technological systems, it's way easier for people to get around, and it's way easier for information to just be at a glance for everybody, right? So AI will be way faster in everybody's life compared to the internet and everything else, because we have also had something in the past that we can extrapolate to, right? We just so it's just it makes sense, right? But AI being more common will also dilute everything. It will dilute the job markets. It will dilute the fact that we will not have that much interpersonal connection, right? So I think that trading and trading style and the markets will also be diluted a lot, just because a lot of people will look for shortcuts and will look for the easy way out, or they will look for the I don't know, the more comfortable way of trading and actually still making profits. And I think the way to move forward from here is actually looking into discretionary trading. Let's say a mix of systematic trading and discretionary trading. What I mean by this is the fact that in order to win and to keep winning in these markets in 1, 2, 3 years, I am pretty sure of the fact that you will have to deploy more patience, more focus, and you will have to keep working on yourself and forget about everything that is called algo, systematic trading, and so on. I think that this will lose its edge just because of the fact that it's natural to lose edge in something that everybody else is using around you. And so I think that combating AI is only through personal values. I think it's only through intuitive values, and I think in order to combat AI, you have to create something that it cannot replace. And I think that AI, honestly, will never replace the intuitive and discretionary trading, just because this is something personal, and AI will never understand the psychology of the market. Okay, it can understand creating an algo, creating a system based on moves and brackets and so on, but it will never understand the intuitive way of trading or the discretionary trading way. And I think this is our edge, especially for the small retail trader, for me, for example, and for a lot of people. I think this is our edge, and I think that if you don't have unlimited money, algos will lose their value sooner than later. And I think this is a good thing, because there are a lot of con men just selling stuff that selling promises and selling indicators and so on. And the more people that understand the fact that these things do not exist, and the more people that understand the fact that they have to put in a lot of work and hard work and focus, it will be better for this market. Unfortunately, I think that human beings will stay the same. I think that people never learn, right? There will be more people in this era of ours that will understand and that will put in the hard work, because I think that we're getting better at this. But I think that the masses will still be losers. I think the masses will still throw their money away at stuff that they shouldn't care about. And I think this is normal because this is the way that the market and the world works as a whole, right? But yeah, that's that. I hope you enjoyed my opinion and my thoughts. And if you think that you can add something to my speech, or maybe you have a different opinion, I am waiting for you in the comments. Thank you. Take care. Bye.